Cleaning company owners, welcome back. It's Rick from Cleaning Launch, and what we're going to talk about today is the 10 shifts you need to build a highly profitable commercial cleaning business. All right, because I see so many people run their cleaning business the wrong way. So these are the 10 shifts you need to completely transform your business and pretty much make it a lot better. All right, so this is a PDF I created, and that's what we're going to go over today. And if you guys haven't heard about me, I built a 7-figure commercial cleaning business called Mastery Cleaning, and I'm simply here to help you do the same. And even if you don't get to 7 figures in commercial cleaning contracts per year, it doesn't hurt having, an extra 15, 20K per month in ongoing commercial cleaning contracts. And then you find those contracts, you put the right cleaners in place, and you systemize those contracts. And then you diversify your portfolio with different commercial cleaning contracts, right? And that's how you should run your business, right? You close a contract, you put an amazing cleaner in place, the client is happy. And then since it's recurring cleaning, all right, and the cleaning's being done every single month consistently, and the cleaner's happy, everyone's happy, then there's no reason why you shouldn't collect a percentage of that contract every single month. And imagine having 15, 20 contracts and you're collecting 35% each on average. And that's how you should structure your commercial cleaning business, okay? But anyways, let's go down. And if you guys haven't seen this PDF, if you guys click on the link below and join my email list, I'm gonna send you this PDF. Well, it sends automatically, but if you want this PDF and you wanna go over it, make sure to click on the link below and put your email and that should be sent right away. Okay, anyways, so let's go down. So the 10 shifts you need to pretty much build a 7-figure commercial cleaning business. And when I say 7 figures, you don't have to reach that milestone, but still it doesn't hurt, having 20K, 30K per month. Okay, guys? 7 figures a year is 83,000 per month. Okay. So anyways, so step 1, why even focus on commercial cleaning contracts? Okay. Because we all start with doing residential cleaning clients, move outs, subcontract jobs, post-construction. All right. But in order to make, let's say 20,000 per month, how many houses do you have to clean for that month? All right, it's gonna be very hectic. It's gonna be a very hectic month, especially if you're charging, 150 a house to make 20K. You're gonna need at least 100 clients, 150 clients, versus having commercial cleaning. All right, it's the hours. It's simply more hours. All right, and when it comes to commercial cleaning, it's recurring revenue. All right, once you close the contract and the client's happy, all right, you're doing a good job, they need cleaning every single month because every place gets dirty every single month, okay? And with thousands of commercial buildings in your city, each one of those buildings, they get dirty, so someone needs to clean them. All right, so there's opportunity everywhere you go. So guys, focus on commercial cleaning contracts. It's pretty much 10 times better than residential clients or being a subcontractor. All right, why be a subcontractor when you can own the contract and collect 100% of the revenue instead of playing around with 60% while the person that owns the contract keeps the big profits. All right, you need to own your contracts. All right, and another thing too, you can't just have 2, 3, 4 commercial contracts. You need to diversify, all right? Because each commercial contract is like a rental property, all right? And you want to diversify because you don't want to rely all your eggs from one revenue source, all right? This has happened to me and so many other cleaning company owners is, there might be a few times where we rely most of our revenue or income from one contract or one company or one job, and they cancel or something happens and you no longer your back is going to be against the wall if you rely most of your revenue from one source. So this is why you need to diversify. So let's say if a client cancels, you have 10, 50 more clients that will pay your bills and that will keep you in business. All right, guys? And yeah, I don't want to go over too many of the reasons why commercial is a lot better. It's pretty obvious, especially if you've been doing this for a decade. But anyways, let's go to the next one. So step number 2 is building an establishment, a reputable establishment to be trusted by clients in the first place. All right. Yes, you can close commercial clients without having this, but it's going to be a lot harder and you're going to lose a lot more opportunity because clients, they want to hire someone who's been in business, who has happy clients, who has a consistent track record of client satisfaction over the years. All right. So it really takes a lot of trust. So like, let me just ask you this. If you go on eBay or Kijiji or something and you look for a contractor and, you know, are you just going to give them your house keys? No, like they have to have a company, an establishment. All right. Like how can an office owner trust you with their office keys, alarm code to you? All right. They want to feel like you have an establishment. All right. They want to have that trust. All right. That you're like a professional company. All right. Because like if you were to hire, like, you know, if you were to get like 5 different quotes, are you going to pick the one that doesn't have a logo, doesn't have a website, doesn't have any reviews online, you know, doesn't show anything why we should pick them? All right. This is why having an establishment is very important. A lot of times when I did a walkthrough and, you know, the client, they already made up on their mind who they were going to pick based on the research they did before even getting that quote. All right. There were many times when I did a walkthrough and the client's like, yeah, we looked at your reviews and, you know, you guys seem like, you know, you're, you know, good company. We looked at your website and we noticed that you currently do, you know, factories, you have dental clinics. So if they can do that, they can do, you know what I mean? So a lot of times your establishment will speak for itself. All right. If you have no establishment, if you just have on your website, oh, we're just a commercial cleaning business. Why pick you? All right. This is why you need to have a good establishment. Okay. Let me just pop up my website here. Sorry, it's a little messy here. Let me just correct this. Oh. All right, like if someone goes to my website, for example, all right, they can see, you know, the reviews, testimonials. You know, I have multiple submission boxes to convert website visitors into leads. Leads are requests for quotes, by the way. All right, they can email me, you know, the pop-up to, yeah, so locally owned, 25 years establishment, my cleaners with their uniform, why pick you, you know, fully insured, bonded, strong management, quality control, quick communication, exceed expectations, consistent quality, etc. I don't want to bore you guys. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you can see like, oh, I don't know why this is okay. But yeah, guys, you guys can see that, you know, when they go to our website, we tell the client, you know, why they should pick us. You know, we show before and after pictures. All right. We're like on the maps. All right. You know, we have our address on our email, the proposal, our brochures. All right. So it's having an establishment that can gain the client's trust before you even meet them. All right, guys. Let's go to the next one. I spent a little too much time on that one. But yeah, guys, step number 3, know how to price correctly. All right. When I first started my commercial cleaning business, I probably lost like I got my first meeting. I closed it on the spot. And then I went to 3 meetings after and I didn't get those contracts because I was charging a little too much. So yeah, guys, make sure you're charging correctly. And I see so many people charge per square foot. And yeah, I don't know, I don't know what they're doing, but let me ask you this question. If there's two offices that are 10,000 square foot and the other one's 10,000 square foot, but one barely gets used, all right? And then the other one gets used every single day. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of food. So this one, it's a lot dirty. It gets a lot dirty, more consistently, all right? So let's say this one takes 6 hours. And since this office, they're both the same size, but this one stays clean. It's spotless. Are you going to charge the same amount? No. So this is why we need to charge per hour. All right. I personally charge anywhere between 35 to 80 an hour, depending on how many hours per visit. All right, guys. So yeah, if it's like a post construction, or if you're doing like carpets, or if you're, doing strip and waxing the floors, yeah, you can do square footage. But when it comes to commercial cleaning, it's, you got charged per hour, all right? Because every contract is different. We can't charge the same rate if one contract takes, an hour and the other one takes 3 times more because it's dirtier, all right? But they're the same size. So yeah, guys, always charge per hour, all right, guys? Not by square footage. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like when I first started my cleaning business, like I saw like so many people on YouTube, and you can understand like a lot of people bought a franchise, or they're doing Facebook ads for like cleaning company owners, but they're like, oh, build your 7-figure commercial cleaning business, yada yada, and they have no business experience running a commercial cleaning business. So yeah, guys, just like this rookie mistake, charging per square foot. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, guys, make sure you charge per hour. All right. And if you guys don't know how to have like a monthly estimate, simply do, let's say if it's 5 hours per visit, 5 days a week. All right. You times the 5 hours. Okay. Since it's 5 hours, we can't be charging 80 an hour. That's too much. So we're going to be charging, 37, maybe 40 an hour. All right. Times 5. All right. So this is how much you're going to charge per day, and then 5 days a week. So you times it by 5, and every month on average has 4.33 weeks on average. All right. So you use times 4 times 4.33. All right. Or if you want to invoice the client every 4 weeks, you can do that as well. That's what I recommend for our clients to do. We always want to do every 4 weeks instead of once a month, because if we charge every 4 weeks, we get to invoice the client 13 times a year instead of 12 times. And when you say every 4 weeks, most people think it's like a subconscious thought. They think it's once a month. Okay. So yeah, guys. Anyways, let's go down to the bottom. All right. So getting leads. All right. Oh yeah. So a request for a quote, a walkthrough, a meeting will be useless if you do not know how to convert that lead into a request for a quote. All right, guys. So, you can go to all these meetings, and I'm sure a lot of you have dealt with this, but you go to the meeting, you do a walkthrough, you submit the proposal, and the client never calls you back. All right. It has happened to every single one of us. And a lot of times in my early days when I first started, I went to meetings, walkthroughs, and the client picked someone else. All right. There's a reason why most cleaning company owners only close 10 to 20% of the meetings versus like what I do and our clients do. They do 35, 40% closing rate. All right. So if you're able to double your closing rate, all right. So like every 10 meetings you go to, instead of closing one contract, you closed 3 contracts instead. All right. So if you double your closing rate, you double your revenue, right? Of course. Every 10 meetings we go to, if we don't have like a closing formula in place, if something's off, then one little thing the client would just give the contract to another cleaning company. Okay, a lot of times when an office owner they need commercial cleaning, you won't be the only one they call. They usually get like, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 different quotes, and they're gonna evaluate. All right, and price isn't the winning factor. All right, let me ask you a question. If you're looking to get your mansion renovated, are you gonna pick the cheapest contractor, or are you gonna pick the best contractor you feel the most comfortable with and that you can trust and rely on for a consistent quality? Of course, you're gonna pick that one. And you're not gonna pick the cheapest one because we know the quality issues that come with the cheapest quote. So yeah, guys. So before you even start focusing on leads, you gotta have a closing formula in place. You can't just go there and tell the client how you're gonna clean and just tell them how much you're gonna charge. There's a formula to this, all right? Let me tell a story. In my early days, when I first started, it was my first year. I went to a meeting for a contract that was five days a week. I was gonna charge 3,000 a month, okay? And the walkthrough, the proposal, the client meeting, everything was amazing, all right? But the client ended up giving the contract to someone else, and you want to know why? Because I didn't mention security practices, all right? Like locking the doors, setting up the alarm, you know, turning off the lights, just things that are pretty basic, right? Like we don't like that's part of our job too. But anyways, I didn't mention the security practices. And when the client went, you know, when they picked someone else, I asked them, I'm like, you know, what was the reasoning, you know, we didn't win this contract? And the client told me, you know, the other company, they mentioned the security practices and they felt more comfortable hiring them. They felt like hiring them was safer. All right, guys? So the next option, all right, so the next section we're gonna go over, so finding leads, all right? Finding commercial cleaning contracts, all right? So once you have a closing rate in place, and again, you only get better at this when you do it, you know, 100, 200 meetings. But by the time you get good at it, you would have lost a lot of opportunity. All right. There's nothing more frustrating than going to a walkthrough for like a $6,000 contract and you didn't close it. I've been there and it does not feel good. All right. And this is why you need to have a closing formula in place. And this is the thing about when you work with someone who's been there, done that, and that has all the systems for you to just simply copy and use. Like this closing formula, all right? Instead of learning everything yourself, you know, going to these walkthroughs and realizing why the client didn't call me back, just work with someone who already built a 7-figure commercial cleaning business, all right? It's the fastest way to success, all right? It's by working with someone who's at the place where you want to be, all right? That's the fastest way to succeed in this business. Because, you know, you can, sure, do this yourself, all right? You're like, oh, common sense. And trust me, I thought the same way too. And yeah, you only learn from mistakes, all right? It's trial and error, all right? You might create your own proposal, all right? A proposal is the contract you use to, you know, for the meeting. And, you know, this was a mistake I personally did in the beginning, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of proposals online. I put one together, put my own wording, but over time, as I went to walkthroughs, you know, I lost contracts because I didn't have a good proposal, all right? If it's 30 pages, that might scare off the client, all right? If you don't mention enough things, that might scare off the client too. If you don't attach your, you know, certificate of insurance with your proposal, you know, that might cost you a contract. All right. If you don't, you know, put an employee in a contract to protect yourself, then what if they sue you? All right. There's a lot of things that we only learn when they happen. All right. And to be honest, like when I first started my cleaning business, even on the establishment too, like where is this? Yeah, I spent like half a decade chasing residential clients, being a subcontractor. So I encourage you to start closing commercial cleaning contracts. Own them. Don't find a subcontract job. Yes, you can find temporary cash flow methods to simply pay your bills, but this is what you should focus on. Ongoing commercial cleaning contracts, all right? Because the faster you focus on it, the better you're gonna be, all right? The best time is now. But anyways, this is what I was talking about, building your establishment. You know, when I first started, I spent like 2 months building my website. You know, I modified my proposal for like 2 years in a row. You know, I had to create my, I had to learn, website design, then create my website and then optimizing it. All right. Your proposals, your contracts, your brochures, your systems, the SOPs. All right. We, instead of spending the next several months doing an average job, doing everything yourself, we can literally do this within the first week, all right, for you. So then you can start focusing and finding commercial cleaning contracts right away without spending months creating all these tools yourself, all right? So we build your website, customize it for you, etc. All right, and also too, you get one-on-one coaching from myself at the moment. As we get bigger, you gotta be coached by my team. But right now, if you start working with us, you're gonna be coached by me. All right, guys. So if you're working with someone who has 2 7-figure commercial cleaning businesses, I mean 1 commercial and then 1 consulting, then there's no reason why it shouldn't be successful. Okay, just 1 contract you get by working with me and my team, your return on investment pays for itself. All right, but a lot of people, they're scared. They're scared. Like most people, they spend tens of thousands, every single year on nonsense. But when it comes to investing in their business, in themselves, in becoming a better entrepreneur, a lot of people are scared. Okay, but anyways, let's go back to this PDF. Okay, so finding leads, all right, we help you with that one as well. Okay, so when it comes to finding leads, there's gonna be different methods in getting those meetings, the walkthroughs. Okay, those are leads. All right, there's going to be brand awareness marketing. All right, so this will be like Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads. All right, yard signs. Sending mail to these commercial buildings. Okay, that's traditional marketing. All right, there's direct sales. All right, so this is direct outreach. All right, so imagine if you're follower outreach method. All right, because you can cold call, you can go building to building, but if you don't have like a strategic plan, then you're gonna be doing a lot of this work with with minimum results. All right, if you want to do this, you gotta do it right. All right, if you're cold calling, there's a strategic way to do this. All right, and then if they're not interested, you save their number, you follow up, you get their email, you put them on the email sequence. There's a lot of things. Okay, but anyways, let me ask you this question too. There's thousands of commercial buildings in your city, right? Of course, they all need cleaning, right? Of course. So if you're to reach out to 50 companies a day, Monday to Friday, that's 1,000 companies you reached out for that month. All right. So if you reach out to 1,000 companies every single month, then there's no reason why, one of them should give you a contract. All right. If you call 1,000, you go building to building, and you get 5 or 10 meetings, 5 or 10 walkthroughs, and you're able to close 2 or 3 of those walkthroughs, that's 2 or 3 contracts a month. And what if you did that for the next 12 months? See guys, like math doesn't lie, okay? When it comes to commercial cleaning, you simply do the math, okay? A contract goes from $400 a month to $14,000 a month. Okay, my biggest contract was $14K a month. Okay, guys, there were contracts where I was taking home 3K profit every single month. Okay, guys, even I lost one of my, this happened about 4 months ago. I lost one of my, it was a good contract of mine. It was bringing in 9,000 per month, and I was taking home little over 3,000 per month profit. Amazing contract. The cleaner was happy, very systemized, never had any complaints, anything. But the managers, they changed, and they were like, oh, we're paying too much for cleaning. They didn't realize the scope of work. They didn't realize all the work involved, because they were like new managers and they were not very educated. So yeah, they pretty much started looking for different quotes, and they found someone cheaper, and then they gave me the cancellation letter. Yeah, it was not a good feeling. So just like that, just because of one person, I'm losing 40,000 a year profit. Imagine losing $100 per day just because of one person. And this is what I'm saying, why you guys need to diversify your revenue source, because there's nothing more frustrating than relying relying a lot of revenue from one source. Okay, this is why I encourage you to diversify your commercial cleaning contracts. All right, treat each contract like a rental property. All right, guys. But anyways, let's go down here. Okay, so finding reliable cleaners. So there's another section that we're gonna help you with, because a lot of people don't know how to structure the cleaners, all right? Or they don't know how to find cleaners, and that's the wrong way to run your business. Okay, before as you're growing and as you're closing commercial contracts, you should have the cleaners ready to work on standby. And as soon as you close the contract, you text them. You're like, I have this contract, location, time, and how much we pay. Does this work? Okay. And if they don't want it, you give it to another cleaner. All right, guys. So there's a right way to structure this. But anyways, let's go down. So maximizing your profits, revenue. So if you currently have commercial contracts and you want to increase your revenue, increase your prices. Inflation's hitting us hard. Gas prices are through the roof. So you can raise your prices 15%, 20%. Worst case scenario, they might say no. All right. And also too, if you want to maximize your revenue, you can integrate a few different services like strip and waxing. Maybe carpet steam clean. Maybe you want to do a few student move out units once a year. All right. Power washing, their rooftop, their outside. Or you can suggest more time. All right. When you're cleaning, let's say 5 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of times clients, they want to add a few things over time. They're like, oh, take care of this back office in the warehouse. So you can add a little bit of time to your current quote. So if you quoted 5 hours and then the client's telling you, oh, we need this and that, it's going to be 6 hours. So adjust your quote based on the hours they keep increasing, and just tell the client, hey, listen, we're taking an hour longer than expected, and we don't want to leave early and leave a unfinished job done. So we need to get paid for that extra hour. Okay, that's one suggestion. The other suggestion is the frequency. Okay, so if you're doing a contract twice a week, why not 3 times? All right, tell the client, hey, listen, we're gonna give you a slight better deal if we come 3 times a week. It's gonna cost less per visit, and it's gonna keep your facility cleaner more consistently because there's more frequency throughout the week. All right, and you can say like, oh, you don't have to wait until Friday to have this place cleaned. Okay. Doubling your profits. Okay, so So yeah, guys, just with me explaining this, if you were to do a few things that I'm actually telling you, you can easily increase your revenue by 15, 20%, right? Raise your prices, give those suggested hours increase so you can adjust the invoice more, increase the frequency so then you can have, so the contract can go, from 1,000 to 1,500. All right, guys? Give the client suggestions. Right? So profits. So there's a few ways to increase your profits, and I want to keep that for clients. But for example, if you write on the invoice, if we can provide the cleaning supplies, but if the client doesn't have the supplies in the facility, we're gonna have to charge 3% a month on top of the invoice to cover the cleaning supply expenses. All right. So just by giving the supplies expense to the client, you can increase your profits by 3%. All right, guys. If you're charging 40 an hour, okay, and let's say you're paying 25 an hour, and you were able to reduce the pay by $5 an hour, all right. So let's say you're paying, 30 an hour, which is way too much. And let's say you got the pay down to, okay, let's do 25 an hour. Let's say you're paying 25 an hour, and then all of a sudden you're paying 20 an hour. Okay, so that's a $5 decrease. If you're able to decrease $5 an hour from like whoever's doing the cleaning, you automatically increase your profits by 12.5%. Okay, guys? Just by reducing the labor cost by $5 per hour. Remember, every savings is direct profit. All right. See, I went to 2 years to college just to learn that topic. So, and to be honest, I don't use college. Okay, guys. This right here, owning a commercial cleaning business, is life changing if you do it right. Okay, like most people that I speak with, they've been doing this for 2 years, 5 years, 20 years. And, you need to create something today and have leverage so then it can pay for your tomorrow. If you're always cleaning, yeah, sure, you can handle like 5, maybe 7 commercial contracts per month yourself, but you'll always be stuck at that level. In order to grow and scale your commercial cleaning business and have financial and time freedom is to get those contracts, okay? Diversify your revenue source by having a big portfolio of commercial contracts, and then you systemize those contracts with reliable cleaners, all right? So if the cleaner's happy, they're accountable, they do a good job every single month, and that means the client's gonna be happy. All right. If the client's happy, they're going to keep you for many, many years. All right. So you do that and you just collect your profits every single month. Yes, you got to answer client emails, do inspections. If the client doesn't work out, you got to put a new cleaner in place. Basic operation stuff. But if you do this right, it can literally, it's amazing. Okay. It's the best thing that I ever did for myself was to become a business owner and, stop cleaning and be a business owner. Okay. Yes, you can clean sometimes, but when you're always, cleaning, who will be in charge of being the CEO? Okay. Who will be in charge of dealing with clients, getting more contracts, systemizing more the operations? All right. This is why you need to focus your 80 to 20 effort in the right areas in your business. All right, guys. But anyways, I don't want to talk too much. This video is getting long. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna also help you with keeping clients for many, many years. And these are some of the things we go over when when you're getting one-on-one coaching from Cleaning Launch. Okay. The thing is, like, a lot of people, they think, oh, I just need leads. Oh, I'm just struggling with cleaners. There's different areas in your commercial cleaning business. And if one of them's missing, then your foundation will just break apart. Like for example, if you close commercial cleaning contracts, but you don't keep clients for many, many years, then eventually you go out of business. All right. So finding the clients is hard, but not that hard when you do it right. But the hard part is keeping them for many, many, many years. Okay, guys? And those are things we help you do. Okay, guys? This is the formula to keeping clients. It's, just make sure you have good quality. Okay, check up on those cleaners. All right, inspect them. Fast customer service. So whenever the client, they have a complaint or a concern or a question, make sure you answer their emails the same day. Okay. In case too many fires pop up, like, let's say too many complaints happen in like 1 month, you might have to change the cleaner to kind of to kind of show the client, oh, we're doing a fresh start. All right. So, or let's say if, the cleaners couldn't set up the alarm, ask the client, this won't happen again. What is the number we can reach in case the cleaners ever have, trouble setting up the alarm? Or like, let's say if the cleaners, maybe they missed the spot, maybe you can, give the client, 20% off for that month. Let's say the cleaner was like not doing a good job for a certain section in the contract. Yeah, you can just tell the client, I don't want you paying for this. This is unacceptable, and we're gonna give you 20% off for the month. Basic customer service practices just to keep the client happy. Okay, guys. And honestly, there's a lot of things that you can do and can't do, and certain things will can save you from the client canceling on you. Okay, guys. Anyway, so the other one is systemizing operations. So we help you systemize the operations as well, because you can make all this money, okay? But if you have no time, then what's the point? Okay, guys? Because in order to grow and have a peace of mind, you need to also have, you need to systemize the operations, right? Otherwise, you're always going to be stressed out, dealing with complaints, covering people who are sick, putting fires out, complaint here, lawsuit here, cleaners giving you issue here. So there's a lot in the business that, especially when you get 10 or 15 commercial cleaning contracts, things do get a little hectic. Okay, guys? And these are things we help you do. Okay? So let me just see the next one. And yeah, guys, so lastly is pretty much growing your 7-figure commercial cleaning business. Okay, guys? Like, why stop? Like, when you work with us and we show you, we launch your business, we build your website, your proposal, everything customized for you, and then you have lifetime access to our program, showing you videos like these, but over 100 of them. So then you can know what to do, what not to do. It's a step-by-step action program, right? You watch it and you implement. So then you can start looking for commercial cleaning contracts. And then you're getting one-on-one coaching from myself. So then, we're keeping you accountable. We're going over these things, your cold outreach method, getting leads, optimizing your ads account, right? If you're currently doing like 20K a month and you want to start, doing digital marketing, we can do that for you. If you're currently doing digital marketing, for example, but you're spending a lot of money with, poor leads, like pet cleaning, pool cleaning, attic cleaning, basement cleaning, kitchen cleaning, car cleaning. Okay, those are poor leads. So if you're doing like 20K a month and you're looking for someone to run your ads, optimize them, we can do that for you. All right. We're going to go over your walkthrough process. Okay. As I said before, one thing that, you don't mention or you missed out on, that could be a commercial cleaning contract. Okay, guys. And honestly, when someone says 7-figure commercial cleaning business, sometimes it sounds too good to be true. But in reality, just do the math. The math doesn't lie, all right? To make 7 figures a year, you need 83,000 per month. Okay, guys? So, as I said before, that could only be like 35 commercial contracts. Okay, guys? Like, if it's 5 hours a visit, 5 days a week, that right there is a $4,000 contract. And all you need, is five of those contracts to pretty much make a life-changing business. Okay, guys? And yeah, I see so many people just scared to invest in their business or to move forward. And they rather keep doing the same mistakes they're doing at the moment just to save a penny. Or, you can invest in yourself, invest in your business. Because if you were to put $1 in and get 100 out in the span of 2 years, would it be worth it? Of course. So guys, book a call with either myself or my consultant if you're ready to grow your commercial cleaning business. Okay, if you're ready to move forward. Okay, don't be one of those people that books a call and has to think about it. Those are the people that never take the leap of faith to take action in growing their commercial cleaning business. Okay, see, a lot of times when we want to grow in life or in business, it's all about calculated risks. Okay, when I first started my commercial cleaning business, I was, a lot of people say, oh, Google Ads doesn't work, yada, yada. So I had to take that calculated risk, spend money on the ads. Okay, I spent money on the ads and then I learned, I'm like, oh, they're not optimized. So I optimized them, okay? And then they started working, okay? But I would have never had that success if I was scared, okay? And this is the problem with so many people out there. They, when it comes to feel good expenses, they waste all their money. But when it comes to investing in themselves, they're scared, okay? And the people that are scared, those are the people that are scared of taking risks. Okay, if I was scared spending money on Google Ads, I would have never ran Google Ads. But I took that calculated risk. I did the math. I'm like, even let's say if I spend $500 a meeting, okay, if I spend, if I were to spend $1,000 to get a contract, would that be worth it? Of course, because I make my $1,000 the first month, and then once I get that contract, okay, so let's say I'm spending $1,000 per month on Google, okay, I might go negative the first month, maybe the second month, but then, let's say I closed 3 contracts, 5 contracts, and then I have one contract that pays for my Google Ads. Okay, so yes, I went negative, the first month or second month, but then once I found a contract that paid for my ad spend, right? I literally had a lead source that provided commercial leads forever, all right, for free. Okay, when you think about it, but that outcome happened because I took that initial calculated risk. Okay, so let me just explain it again. I know I'm repeating myself a little too much, but I just want to get this message out there. Okay, if you want to grow, you need to take calculated risk. Okay, if you were to put $1 in and get 100 out, it's 100% worth it. So, so when it came to like Google Ads, I'm just giving you that example. When it came to that Google Ads, I had to put money up front. Okay, I spent the month, getting all these leads, everything, and then once I closed, 2 contracts from Google Ads, then my Google Ads was paid off, forever, using the profit from those 2 contracts. Now that lead pipeline provides leads every single month, okay? And imagine if you were to, if that thing is providing 5 walkthroughs every single month, you can see the return on investment. Okay, again, just one contract could be 10,000 per month. Okay, guys? So you can see the only way I got ahead was by taking that calculated risk. I did the math. I'm like, if I put 1,000 a month and I got 2 contracts out every single month by spending 1,000, it was that's the best return on investment ever. Okay, but that only happened because I took that calculated risk. Okay, and so many people are scared to take that calculated risk. Okay, like I see people that, let's say they're scared of talking to a girl. Okay, they might get rejected 3 times, but if they're approaching 10 girls a week, yes, they're gonna find a girlfriend. Okay, it's just, you need to take that calculated risk to move forward in life. Okay, guys? So, you can keep doing what you're doing for the next 6 months, 2 years, 5 years will go by, and you will be in a similar spot. Or you can take that leap of faith and work with someone who can guide you and help you grow your commercial cleaning business. Okay? Again, the faster you start closing commercial cleaning contracts, the better it's gonna be. Okay, there's like my biggest regret was not starting sooner. Okay, guys. But yeah, that should be everything. Make sure to this is my card, by the way. But yeah, guys, that should be everything for today. If you want to grow your commercial cleaning business, book a call with either me or my consultant. Click on the link below on this video, and make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram too. And that should be everything for today, guys. Thank you so much if you made it this far, and I just want to thank you and take care. Bye.